Hello, happy Tuesday. It is August 13th. I'm going to give my trade reviews. I have more than three. I did need more than three to reach my goal. I think I needed four to reach my goal, and then two of them were gift givers, and I didn't want to leave them on the table. So I'm going to start with what we see here, CXAI. So I do need to address a situation that occurred after hours yesterday. I got an indicator from or an alert from the discourse group that I sit on that this potential company was an opportunity. And I went in and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to get in. And I got in on this, but when I got in around this 412 time and it was already at the top and it was starting to drop. And I didn't get in at the $3 or the 302. That's today's trades. It was like in the $2 range, like two something. It was maybe no, probably about 299, and I averaged down to like 263. But it still was not like at some point it just wasn't doing what I needed it to do, and I decided to get out of that. So it wasn't going back up to where I needed it. I needed it to get to above 263 and it just wasn't. And I decided I'm getting out because it had earnings after hours. So once the after hours closed, they were going to post the announcement for earnings. And sometimes with earnings, the price can drop. So I decided, I'm not, I made that mistake. I got to get myself out. So I took that loss, and it was a 4% loss, but it's all good. I'm playing with house money. I am still up, so I know I'm going to hit goal this month. But that was what happened after hours. So, and the crazy thing is, I've told myself, don't go off of this particular person's alerts because he's more about momentum, and I'm not a momentum trader, and I need to not do that. So that was a lesson for me to really confirm, hey, don't do that. But I got out of that all as well. I will trade. I will give the trades now. So that was after hours yesterday. I do need to say I'm still sitting in Citigroup. So I'm still sitting in Citigroup. I've been in that since August 2nd. Like I teetered between 80 cents to a dollar that I need to get out. And it'll happen maybe by the end of the month is what I'm hoping. All right. So my first trade for today was this company MKDW Well Tech. And this one I got in at I was a little earlier today. I got in at 519. I couldn't sleep, so I woke up and I said, let me see what might be out here. So I got in on this one. Oh no, it was 519. Yeah, I got to get on the right day though. Here we go. I got in on this one at 519 at $1.94, and I got out on this candle here with profit. So it took a little time to get out. I did get out. So that was my first win for today. Second trade was with the company VEV, Vicinity Motor Group. And this was one that I traded twice. I didn't hit my profit on that first one, and it took a couple. So I did two trades on this one. The first one was at 555. 555. Got in at 0.2005 cents, and I got out on the next candle with profit. That was the second trade. The third trade was with this company as well, and I got in at 611. Got in at the 0.2389, and I got out on the next candle with profit. That was on the wick. Did get out though, so that was two trades there. I still didn't meet my goal. Did I? I did. I did. I met goal with that, with this one. With my third trade, I met goal. And I saw some other opportunities. I did get an alert later from the discourse group, another gentleman who he's more technical and he uses indicators, and I like some of his alerts. And I went in and did some research on this one. So I got in on Apollo Mix APLM. I got in on this one at this one was at 10 o'clock. So after the markets opened, got in on this candle at 0.2368 and got out 3 minutes later with profit here. That was the fourth trade for today. I also traded the company that I got out of last night. I traded them again. If I would have stayed in this company, I would have made profit. So if I would have decided to sit into that trade overnight, I would have been okay. That's fine. We all have to make that decision with risk management, and that was the appropriate risk management for me to take. And this one was at 11:21 was the first trade on this one. This was a gift giver too. 11:21. So this candle here got in on the wick at $3 and got out on the next candle with profit. And then I got in again on this one at 11:34. It's 11:34. Hold on a second. I believe it was this one, 11:33, and you could see it started to get into a channel. I got in at $3.02, and I got out on this one at this candle here with profit, the 11:40, and that was the sixth trade. Is that right? Yes, that was the sixth trade, and then ELWS was my last trade for today. And this one I got in at 116. So it was an afternoon trade. I got an alert, went and looked, and the indicators were looking good. So I got in 116. I got in on this candle. 465 is where I got in. And I got out with profit on this candle here. Got out. So that was good. And it started to dip. So it was good that I got out of that one when I did. So that was 7 trades for today. I have to say that it wasn't too difficult. Definitely making sure that the entries were perfect, and it was just making sure the entries were perfect. Getting in there and scalping. The market is not. I mean, it's kind of up and down. So, like this particular penny stock was running, but then it dropped, and that's why it's so important to just get what you can and then get out, because this can happen, and then it may not recuperate from where you were originally. And I think some of this was I'm learning sports trading, so I'm doing some sports trading as well, and I'm thinking some of the after effects of sports trading is popping in on my day trading. So it wasn't that difficult. I've never done 7 trades in a day, so this is the first time I've ever done this many trades, but definitely seeing that focus and staying focused, which is what I did. So that was really interesting. I don't think I would do this very often. It's not something that I feel like I would want to do very often. When I'm hitting goal, I'm definitely needing to be mindful of that. It just took me a little bit longer to get out, but there were definitely some good opportunities, and I wanted to take advantage of those good opportunities. All right, I'm done. That's Tuesday. I'll be back tomorrow. See everybody then.